Hello and welcome back. We're ready to jump into week 5, July 2nd through 8th. I'm jumping around today between ball tournaments. I have 3 little boys in 3 different tournaments. Some of you can relate to that craziness, either yourself being in athletics or perhaps children of your own in athletics. It's fun, but it makes it crazy, doesn't it? Add in that a crazy Columbus storm that we've had pass through in the last 24 hours, and something like 300,000 people in the Columbus area are without power. Obviously, we're not one of them, so it keeps going in and out, and so hopefully I can get through this video and get it sent to you before I lose power again. But all of that said, I know that you guys have your own craziness as you're working on this course this summer, and hopefully this week provides you a little bit of a reprieve, a little bit of a break for the holiday week. We basically, I can't believe it's July already, first of all, but basically you're doing 3 assignments this week. One is a grammar exercise that you get to choose from a list of topics, and you're going to do an exercise from the textbook. Some of you have been asking about the online resource. We're not using that. I think it's My Comp Lab. We're not using that. I found that the textbook exercises actually address more of what I was hoping for. So choose one of those weaknesses, or if you have one that you're just a little less confident with, this is a time to practice. Sort of like take a step back, have a little extra practice before the next game rolls around, okay? Then the APA exercise is a course requirement for the college. They want us to experience what APA is. I don't want to confuse you, so what I'm doing is having you look through the APA section of the Erin text and come up with some points of comparison. I believe I'm having you do 6 or 8 points of comparison that you notice or contrast between the APA and MLA writing styles. Finally this week there's an exercise on page 53.1, page 428, and it's a plagiarism exercise because it's a good time to think, okay, we're starting to get really into some heavy research, and I really believe that most plagiarism happens because of lack of planning or sloppy research. You run out of time and it's easier just to grab something from online, or you have all these sources and you can't remember what came from what, so you just randomly assign a source to something, and that's technically plagiarism. So just so we're clear on some of the expectations there, that's that exercise, again, from the Erin textbook. 3 short exercises and no papers. Now you might be wondering, okay, what about this research paper? The research paper, the only requirements are page number, source number, and purpose. The purpose of this paper is to persuade or take a problem-solving position, which is in essence a type of persuasive position. So for example, I might try to do, I've seen a lot of you tossing around the idea, I shouldn't say a lot of you, but several of you tossing around the idea of the childhood obesity epidemic. You might create a problem solution paper for that type of topic. Some of you may not have a great solution for the persuasion that you want to, the persuasive topic you want to address, so you might have more of a straight up persuasive paper. So either way, it's fine. Just make sure you're getting the required number of sources and the required number of pages, and those are all in your syllabus and in your course content. I'm working ahead here by mentioning that. The reason I'm mentioning it now is because you have a little bit lighter week. The 3 exercises are not going to take you that long. I would recommend thinking ahead to the following week. You might even want to do some of the skim work, the skimming reading for week 6 that lay the foundation for research writing. And the following week you are going to have to come up with your research proposal. The proposal is pretty big. It includes all of your sources that you think you might use. You can change them after this. It is a proposal, your thesis statement, and a rough outline. So basically you have 3 things you're trying to accomplish for the following week. So if it works out that this week has more free time for you, you don't have big plans for the holiday, or your plans make it flexible in your schedule, I would recommend starting to think about topics and even digging around for sources. For this course, I do not require sources that are hard copy or print sources. You can use all online sources, but I highly recommend that you use the InfoOhio databases that the college has a subscription to for us to use. anything you find, nearly anything you find on those websites, on those databases rather, are going to be academically solvent and quality sources. So that's why I'm going to lean you that way. Instead of just doing the random Google search, think about, please consider strongly the idea of using those databases in Info Ohio. If you need more information on that, it's in our classroom, and you can also get information on it from the college if you are breezing by there. And or email me and I can give you some more details. So this week, just 3 assignments. Have a great holiday and stay cool. Bye-bye.